Alright, this is the LCQ for round 1 of HFR Arena Cross Group A / Open. We got a stacked gate. Top 6 will make it. So no real room for error. We'll see who can get the hole shot coming into this first corner, as it is going to be a very rutted first corner. Gonna have to try to get in their grooves. As the gates are getting ready to drop. Everyone ready? Furs bouncing around. And we're about to start this off. 15-second board is down. Who's getting the hole shot tonight? Round 1, LCQ. This is their last chance to make it in tonight for the main. Sleepy going down with MxBike Gaming, and Ferv lagging back there as well. As we get Menger on the Banana Designs cannon behind him. Bear and Ernie Funk with Quick Keegan. Here comes Lagging coming through. Sleepy following. Lagging goes down, letting Sleepy go through, and Quick Keegan goes down. Sleepy down in the whoops. Another guy down in the bull corner. And we are going to watch Menger on the Banana Designs fighting with Bear at the moment for the lead. Ernie Funkin behind them in third. And then MxBike Gaming coming in fourth with Lagging fifth, Cannon sixth. So Cannon at the moment, as he gets by Ernie, this is the battle for the last spot back here, everyone. We see Sleepy in the background trying to catch up to this group. As Ernie goes down over the bars. Or no, Ernie's up here. That must have been MxBike that went down. We have another bike down in the bull corner here. Menger on the Banana Designs bike, though, is having a great time leading this race at the moment. He's already built up a 4.2-second gap, and I'm sure that's going to change once he goes over this finish, as he has built up a lead. Here's Bear on the SSR XDCH KTM, lagging on the Sure Visuals XAEO KTM. And then behind them is Ernie Funk on the HFR bike, Cannon on the HSFM. Quick Keegan on the 651 Motorsports bike has caught back up with MxBike Gaming and the DHFR XCBS bike. And Sleeping is down in that corner turn again. OLS on the Club MX FXR bikes trying to get in there. Right now, Quick Keegan is in the last spot as he just flies over the berm. Now the MxBike Gaming just coming up short on the finish. Sleepy not getting the double. He's singling. Sleepy's currently in 9th. Who is in last to make it in? Looks like Lagging on the Sure Visuals XAEO bike is in that current last LCQ spot to make it in for tonight's main, as he's going over the whoops, trying his best to keep that KTM on the ground. There's a lot on the line right here, as Quick Keegan on the 651 Motorsports Husky and OLS on the Club MX FXR KTM is trailing behind. Sleepy has moved his way back in the picture, but they gotta hope Lagging on that Sure Visuals KTM goes down, as we got a minute left of this race, and we have a mistake by Bear here right before the finish line, but he is going to clear that finish. And we see another 2 bikes down in the corner. Sleepy is down at the moment. He is in 7th. He just has to move up 1 spot. And here's Menger. Still, I thought he was getting battled by Ferv, but I think Ferv is getting lapped. Menger's having a great race. Here's OLS coming through. He's in a lap group as well. Sleepy is currently in 7th, but he needs to catch up to Ferv, actually, who's ahead of him. So Sleepy has to make 1 pass. I don't know what happened to Lagging. Legging and Bear. Not sure what happened to both those guys. They both were up. But Sleepy is now trying to catch Ferv for that last spot. Ferv on that factory. Kawasaki. And Sleepy dies in the whoops. As OLS is trying to get by him now. Ferv is riding consistent at the moment though. And Sleepy is down again at the finish line. That is so unfortunate for him tonight. Here's Ferv. He is in that current last spot on that Kawasaki. As we're trying to follow him around the track on the drone camera. And Ferv is down. He's backwards. OLS actually jumps over him. He almost collected OLS in that. But OLS is now in... No, OLS is actually 2 laps down. Ferv is still in the last spot. Except now Ferv is down bad. Here's Cannon. Here's Bear. Is Bear back into the spot? I think Bear is in the last spot again. Miziel is in 3rd. But Bear currently in that last spot. As he kind of messes up before the whoops. He has Ferv coming right on him. As Ferv is trying to grab that spot. Ferv spins out before the finish jump. And that's it. Bear's the last one to clinch it. Menger on the Banana Designs Suzuki will win the LCQ with Cannon on the HSM, KTM, Miziel Gaming coming in 3rd. Ernie Funk on the HFR bike in 4th. Quick Keegan 5th. Bear is the last one qualifying through on the SSR XDCH bike, I believe it is. As we get ready for Moto number 1. HFR Arena Cross Round 1, Group A/Open. It's a Triple Crown tonight, so we're going to see 2 more motos after this, but this is the first moto. There is a double gate style in this track, so they're stacked 2 deep. This is a lot of bikes in Arena Cross to hop off this gate, and they're all going to try to smush into this corner where there is really only 2 lines. Unless you're making one in the middle. I guess you can kind of get on that very inside. So I guess there's 3 lines through here. So we'll see how this goes. I think we're going to see a lot of carnage though tonight. As we're getting ready for the 15-second card to drop. And there it is. It is going to drop here soon. As we get ready for Moto number 1. Who is going to get the whole shot and how many people are going to get taken out in this first corner. It's a lot of bikes on the gate. A lot of KTMs in here. Ooh, both banana bikes into each other. Menger and Leonard. That is not what you want. Aiden on the Club MX FXR bike out early. Same with Jake. And then Schoolie trying to catch up in behind. As Schoolie's going down. Cannon's getting by. Here's the Banana Designs bike coming back through as he crashed off the start. There's Aiden on the Club MX FXR bike enjoying an early lead. He's already up by 4.1 seconds. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Here comes Cannon, Menger, MXB, Aiden. Trying to get himself up into that 3rd spot as he's fighting with the banana bike. Here's Jake and Schoolie battling it for 4th. With Porch on the OBR. Bike coming through. Here's Quick Keegan to Miziel. Coy in behind. Bear in behind him. There's Sleepy coming in through. There is a lot of bikes everywhere as we're going to hook on to the leaders to kind of see this race action. Unfortunately, this track does not provide TV cameras. So we're flying the drone around this track. You know, Arena Cross does not have the biggest budget, so we can't afford the cameras to sit. So we got to just guide the drone across the track as MXB Aiden is still enjoying that lead. Cannon's kind of catching up though. And then Menger, he had that bad start, but he is really working his way up. MXB Aiden though, he's trying everything he can to continue to hold that gap up. Now we're going to sit on the finish line and kind of see what everyone's doing. MxB Aiden in front. Cannon, Menger, and Jake coming through the line. As we're waiting for the rest of the pack to come through. Here's Perch, Schooly, Coy, Miziel Gaming, Bear, OLS, Quick Keegan, Leonard, Sleepy, Reed, and then Aiden. Carson, Ernie Funk, Carson casing it hard, Ferv coming across the line, MxB Aiden. And then here's Menger, Cannon, and Jake again. Leonard and Ernie Funk battling it. Here's MxB Aiden, as he is in second at the moment. Ernie Funk getting down, collecting MxB Aiden, Carson and Ferv and Jake all trying to get it, and they can't clear, so they're all going to pass them. Ernie going down, collecting Menger. MxB Aiden gets through. There is Jake coming across. He's in second place at the moment. Carson all over the track, unfortunately. There goes Sleepy in the whoops, crashing as Leonard crashes. Jake in second, getting by Sleepy. Now, we got to try to find Aiden. Where's our leader, Aiden? There he is on the club MX FXR bike. As he's trying to lap Bear, I believe. Bear coming across right behind him. And there's Reed coming through. He's in lap traffic. Same with Quick Keegan. Jake is in second, so there is quite a gap. 10.1 second gap between first and second. There's MxB Aiden in third as he is off the track a little bit. Going to give Menger and Cannon a chance to maybe catch up to him with that mistake. And then here's Sleepy coming through. Sleepy trying to have a good ride here tonight on that TSC KTM. As MxB Aiden is getting through the section. There's Bear. We must not be too far behind Aiden. As there Aiden is. Again, the leader. A 9.3 second gap now. So they are catching Aiden a little bit every lap. It was 10.1. Now it's 9.2. So almost a second Aiden lost that lap. As he is navigating himself through this lap traffic. Carson on that TM bike, trying to get it to work, trying to bring some love to the TM here. Leonard down, and he is not collecting anyone. Sleepy down in the corner as well. Carson coming across again. Aiden's lead has now dropped to 8.7 seconds. So every lap, they are closing that gap on Aiden on that Club MX FXR bike. But really, in Aiden's head, what do you think he's doing? Do you think he's just trying to keep pace? He doesn't have to run fast as he can. He just needs to be consistent for the last few laps of this Moto number 1. He understands his Triple Crown, and I think he's just trying to ride his bike off into the sunset as the gap is now switched to 7.6. So Jake, Aiden's teammate, is trying, but Jake is down. Barboza walked his bike across the track, so I'm collecting a lot of people. Jake is down again. Oh no. Is this Cannon's chance? Where is Cannon? Cannon is still behind him on that HSM KTM. More bikes down the Bullcorn. Now, is the cuts going to affect Jake? No, Cannon's still behind him. Jake is still in that second place as Bear is getting a little squirrely up here on that SSR KTM. Quick Keaton goes down, collecting Hibolt TTG. There's Schooly on the 651 Motorsports KTM with Menger behind him on the Banana Design Suzuki. Jake is now 11.6 seconds back from first. but he is still in that second place, but not by too much. And I take that back. Oh no, Cannon, MxB, Aiden collecting each other. Carson in that mix as well. And Cannon's down again. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I think he got hooked up to, was it Schoolie? So that's going to give us some changes here. Jake's in second. Menger now in third. MxB is now down a spot. We are in the last lap. So we will follow the leader. Oh, Aiden has finished the race. We'll see who comes across in second. As Jake comes across second. We'll see who's third. There's MxB, Aiden across the line in third place. Menger in fourth. Miziel Gaming in fifth. Koi in sixth. Cannon's going to come across in seventh. Perch in eighth. Reed in ninth. Bear in 10th. Quick Keegan in 11th. Hibbolt in 12th, Schoolie in 13th, Leonard in 14th, Oles 15th, Ernie Funk 16th, Sleepy's in 17th, Carson 18th, Ferv 19th. All right, we're getting lined up for Moto number 2. First Moto, we've seen a lot of carnage. There's a lot of riders on this track. So we're going to have to see how they can fare in this Moto 1 or Moto 2, as I kind of know what to expect, I guess, after they rode that Moto 1. Maybe some riders might be able to improve a little bit. Aiden came in first, Jake second. But there's 3 motos, so 2 more to go, 1 more after this. So there's still a lot of point changing that can happen. But that is a lot of bikes on one gate for such a small track. 15-second board is out. Who is going to grab the whole shot in Moto number 2? And we are off. Ooh, the Suzuki got a good start. I see a KTM above him, though. Who's coming across? It's Aiden again with Jake. We might actually see a battle. Menger here as well with Reed. We might have a battle early. Here's Cannon. Bear in behind. A lot of these riders having a lot cleaner start this race than last. Aiden still in first with teammate Jake in second. That's how the race ended last Moto. So you know Jake needs, like, he really wants to beat Aiden. Especially just for team bragging rights, but just to get some points back from Aiden's Moto number 1. As they're crushing it. They're drag racing, trying to get by Ernie Funk. And they're already about to get into lap traffic. Here's Reed going down, giving Menger a chance to catch up. But Aiden and Jake are going at each other at the moment. Just like another team practice. Ernie Funk getting out of the way. W move for the HFR rider. Jake's not really letting Aiden get too much of a gap on him. Aiden is slowly pulling away, though. I don't know if Jake's just trying to catch his lines or try to get Aiden to force himself into a mistake. But these two are already catching up to lap traffic. And this is where you're going to see the real racing happen for these two leaders, as they try to navigate themselves through this lap traffic. And once we cross the line, we're going to kind of stay here for a second, as a lot of people are down that bold turn. I see Bear coming across. There's Aiden, there's Jake, there's Ferv. Menger is still in third. Menger, Cannon, Carson, Perch. So a lot going on right now. There's Sleepy on the TSC bike, being followed by Miziel Gaming. That is your battle for 7th. Sleepy having a lot better moto this race around. Quick Keegan casing the finish a little bit. There comes Bear. And we'll hop back onto the leaders. As there's Coy, there's Leonard. Aiden and Jake are neck to neck at the moment. Jake getting the inside to work on Aiden. And Jake across the whoops. There's some guys down. Ooh, Leonard getting flipped over the berm by Jake. Sleepy staying out of the way of the leaders. As Aiden has a rough time through the section. He actually gets to stretch that triple though. And now Jake's coming up on perch. Aiden trying to get through, but Schooley is there as well. Schooley's in his own battle. He's not battling for the lead, but he is in his own battle at the moment. Aiden gets by. Jake is now in a comfortable lead. As Jake has perch to get by, or Aiden had perch, but he actually might get this rhythm to work better to make that pass work to get by the lapper, and he does, making that triple work for him. I think we just seen Jake make a little mistake up here. But Jake is going. There's Cannon across lane. Cannon is in 6. They're lapped all the way up till 6. Cannon is the last rider at the moment on the lead lap. I do not know what happened here. I don't know if MxB Aiden's controller disconnected because now he's moving. Something happened here with MxB Aiden. He had a great moto in moto number 1. That is so unfortunate. I don't know if he's having bike issues or if he is out of fuel or if he's having controller issues, but that is very unfortunate. Leonard, oh, he just went through the landing of the finish double. Here's Menger trying to get by. Menger currently in 3rd. Trying to stay away from Reed. There's Perch on the side of the track. But this has been such a wild race. We're going to try to get a little bit of an aerial view of these guys. See Ferv on the Kawasaki airing it out. Here comes Jake with Aiden back on him. The teammates are going at it once again. Aiden and Jake. Jake was the fastest in the last moto, but his luck was not as good as Aiden's as Jake got 2nd. And there is Reed flying over the bull turn. We do have 18 bikes on the track at the moment. That's a lot for arena cross. These are tighter, shorter tracks than we're used to in Supercross. So there is not as much space. Makes racing a little tougher on these tight tracks. As consistency is mainly your best weapon here. But these are the pros, and they're showing us how to do it as they're getting into lap traffic once again. That's where we seen the last lead change, was in the lap traffic as they're trying to catch up to Bear, who's already a lap down, but they're trying to get them under 2 laps as Bear's pushing Sleepy. And Aiden trying to get through. Jake actually gets through, pushing Bear out of the way a little bit. Aiden is now behind Carson and Bear. So Jake is getting through the lappers pretty good. Aiden is dealing with a little bit more trouble here. There's Quick Keegan. Jake coming through. Aiden coming through. There's Sleepy and Carson, Bear. Reed on the Finesco. KTM. But we are about to have this race done, as we're just waiting for Jake and Aiden to maybe cap this off. As we see, Aiden is actually in the lead. I think that's on cuts. Jake has to separate himself a little bit, and that's how he's going to do it. Carson getting mixed up with Aiden, Schooley. That's what Jake needed. Jake needed the point to catch up to his teammate, and he is going to make this a series tonight, as it's going to come back all down to the last moto for those two to figure it out. Here's Aiden across the line. Jake has firmly separated himself from Aiden, as Jake is trying to do his thing right across the finish line and secure that the first place, which will tie him up so far on main event points. And there's Jake across the line. We'll see who is going to be the rest of the outcome. Here's Aiden in second on the Club MX bike. Those Club MX FXR boys are flying tonight. Still waiting for Menger. There's Menger right there. So your top five is looking like Jake, Aiden, Menger, Carson, and Reed, with Coy, Leonard, Miziel Gaming, Cannon, Perch, Hibolt, Sleepy, Bear, Schooly, Quick Keegan, Ernie Funk, Furf, and OLS rounding it out for tonight. For moto number 3, the last moto of tonight's Triple Crown. We've had some pretty wild first two motos, but the story has been the same, both motos. And that is Jake and Aiden, the Club MX FXR boys. Aiden winning the first race, Jake getting the second, and they just switched positions. One came first, the other came second, and vice versa in the next. But it's not just their moto. There's some other boys in the contention tonight if they go down early and they can't get back up. So we do have a chance for a good race here. 15-second card is up. And this is the last moto for round 1. AN Open Class for HFR Arena Cross. And the gate is down. That was actually, I was just going to say that was a clean start, but I spoke too soon. Oh, Les getting a good jump. And then Aiden again. Miziel Game getting a good jump. And same with Ernie Funk on the HFR bike. You know, those boys really wanted that good jump. But Aiden finding his way. There's Jake. He has to work his way up through the pack, but he's dealing with Menger and Leonard on the Banana Design bikes as they take... Well, I think that was Menger that went down. Leonard is still going, I believe. And no, I think they collected themselves. No, there's Leonard battling out with Jake. Aiden at the moment up front. Here's OLS and Misael Gaming battling it out. Ooh, OLS goes down. He had a good start. But now Jake is trying to work on the white and purple KTM. No, that's a Husky, my bad. And Jake gets him on the inside. Getting it to work. But he has a lot of work to do if he wants to catch his teammate, who is coming across the track here through the whoop section. As we're all the way up into the big stands by mistake. My bad. It kind of sucks not having these TV cameras, but this is Arena Cross. We don't got the budget for that. We got the budget for a drone, though. And somehow I am the one flying it. Here's Jake. He is trying so hard to catch up to his teammate. He is 5.6 seconds down, so we're going to have to watch that. There's Leonard. Right now, though, we got a battle with Coy and Miziel Gaming right now. This is a battle for 4th. Leonard currently up in that 3rd position on that Suzuki. He's getting a little all over the place in those whoops. He has 2 boys behind him, though, that want his position as they're trying to catch up and steal this race from him. As they're both riding consistent, we'll take this drone and follow them around a little bit as we will watch their battle. As we're kind of keeping an eye on the timing scoring sheet with Aiden and Jake. It's a 4.6 second gap now, so Jake has closed up the gap. But we seen him do that in the first race, and ooh, big crash. Reed's going down. MxB Aiden's going down. Unfortunate for him. He had a good first moto. Last moto, I don't know what happened. I think it might have been bike issues or controller issues. And now he's going down again. Jake still trying. Jake has brought that down to a 3.7 second gap now. So he is slowly chewing away at his teammates' time. I thought that was Jake that just got collected there, but it's not. MxB Aiden, though, is on his tail. Even though MxB Aiden is part of that lap traffic. Who is this? OLS off the track once again. Now Jake is still a 3.6 second It's back, as here's Bear. We'll get a good look at Bear coming across. He is on this SSR XDCH KTM, getting through the whoops, hitting the finish line jump. There's Perch and Menger. Menger had a good first couple motos, but now he's already a lap down with Aiden behind him. Oh! Oh, wait. What is this? What was that? That's what just took MxB Aiden out. Is this solid? Has anyone ever seen that happen in a track before? That's what MxB Aiden just hit. I wonder if that's going to collect any other bikes. That does have collisions on it. I just seen Sleepy shoulder move. We'll check this out with Perch. Perch dodging it. Aiden dodging it. And Jake is right on Aiden's back. So we're going to have to follow this battle. That was a very unfortunate crash for Aiden, though. I'm not sure how that happened. I've never seen a track do that before. But Menger is going to hold up Aiden for a little bit. And there's VZL having a great start, but it's kind of struggling at the moment. And Aiden! Aiden is down! And his teammate runs into him, but Jake gets around. That obstruction is now off the track. Good thing we got good trackers here in Arena Cross. As the riders were away, they took the shovel and they pounded out that section. Looked like a spike that drove through the track. I don't know what that was. As Jake and Aiden are coming across. Aiden still has the lead on Jake due to cuts. So Jake has his work cut out for him. And as there's a collection of riders here, Jake does get through. And Jake is trying to separate himself from his teammate, but Aiden is not letting him. This has been the story the first two motos, and it has not changed for this main event. No! Aiden has had the unluckiest luck. As he just got collected in the whoop section, he gets collected at the finish line. Before that, as it was an obstruction on the track. And now Jake has gapped him by 5.1 seconds from really mistakes Aiden could not prevent, which is unfortunate. We're going to follow Sleepy across for a little bit on that TSC KTM as he is trying to toe-mac it through the whoops, just wheelie it through. He has Schoolie in tight behind him, though. Maybe we'll check out how it is going for them. There's Reed, there's Sleepy, there's Schoolie. Sleepy going down. Here comes Aiden, though, coming across. Aiden is trying to catch up to Jake. But Jake's lead has gone down a little bit. Not much. It's down to 3.8 seconds now. As Ernie's having issues in the corner. Here comes Bear in OLS. Bear is currently in 5th. Bear is having a very good moto. So he's battling it with Ernie Funk. Bear is currently fighting with OLS. But there comes Jake across the line. Getting number 1, Aiden number 2, and there is the obstruction back on the track. I've never seen that happen. I don't know if the riders can see that or if it's just something on my screen, but I believe that is what caused Aiden's accident when he lost the lead at the start. Well, not at start, but a little bit through. Slime, I have no idea what that is, but the spikes, there was 2 spikes at one point, and then I think the way they worked is if someone ran into it, it would disappear. Because when Aiden hit one, that spike did disappear after it. But that was some wild racing. Jake will get your overall tonight with Aiden coming in 2nd. But those 2 boys, they fought it out. They're sharing the podium. They share all 3 podiums, going 1 and 2 every single race.